Welcome to Module 5 in the AFTIA project, Audio Description, Who and How. Audio description, or AD, is an audiovisual mode consisting in the verbal description of audiovisual content which is partially or totally inaccessible to blind and partially sighted audiences. In simple terms, AD is the spoken narrative describing the action, mixed in with the original soundtrack, provided in the gaps between the existing dialogue and sound effects. Throughout this module, the term translators will be given a more general meaning, referring to audio description scriptwriters who transfer primarily visual content into verbal description, doing intersemiotic translation within the same language, as well as to interlingual translators trained in AD who can write AD in their working languages or translate and culturally adapt an existing AD into another language. The term actors will refer to the person voicing an AD script at any stage of AD production, not necessarily to a person with formal training in acting who works in the industry. This means that translators can also be actors during the AD scriptwriting process because they need to make sure that voicing the AD fits within the available slots. The module is structured in 3 units. Learning Unit 1, AD Production, the Translators and the Actors. Learning Unit 2, Digital Literacy, Platforms. Learning Unit 3, Supply-Demand Balance, AD, for dance performances and art exhibits. Learning Unit 1 introduces the main categories of products which require AD worldwide, such as movies, TV content, live events, museums and cultural institutions, tourism, education, software, hardware, multimedia, and government communication. As the need to facilitate content awareness through AD becomes clear, you'll be trained in AD production. First, you'll develop your skills in AD script writing by doing pre-writing and writing tasks, following the most important guidelines for professional audio-descriptive content development. Next, you'll be introduced to the essentials of voicing the AD script, with focus on voice acting, including elements of prosody such as intonation, articulation, rhythm, and speed. Learning Unit 2 starts with an overview of materials developed in Romania. Vision plays a major role in the assimilation of information. As the blind and partially sighted learners assimilate information differently, you'll learn about teaching approaches used in inclusive education, such as the mosaic method, the KWL method, the starbursting method. They encourage the learner's decision-making skills, autonomy, and deduction skills, and these objectives can be correlated to key guidelines of AD script writing, given that the AD scriptwriter or translator can stimulate the audience's decision-making and critical thinking by keeping the description objective. The AD scriptwriter or translator can facilitate the audience's autonomy and a correct understanding of reality by making decisions about clear and vivid language used to describe audiovisual information. You will broaden your knowledge of the available software used for AD production and learn about the functionalities of AD production software, such as Cadet, Zoodubs, the Stellar Suite, Una AD Editor, and Subtitle Next. In Unit 3, the focus will turn to dance performances and art exhibits, 2 types of cultural products in high demand. The visual layers of both are crucial, which makes your task as an audio describer equally important. A quick recap of the main guidelines is provided. Describe what you see. Prioritize what you describe. Describe, don't interpret, and use clear, concise, and meaningful sentences. The main elements of dance performances, such as movement, set design, storytelling, are introduced, followed by specific observations on effective AD to make them accessible. Next, the main elements of paintings are introduced, such as chromatics, visual composition, and depth, followed by a step-by-step model you can follow when you do AD for art exhibits. Your AD toolkit will be complete, and you'll have the privilege of contributing to localizing audiovisual content for the blind and partially sighted audiences. Happy learning!